throw it forward. Ah! Today is my husband's birthday and he is on carnivore, so we are gonna do a carnivore birthday party.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long.
All right, now we have to rush home and do this. This was like a last minute idea that I had as I was driving back from Sacramento today. And the marrow sauce that I want to make, unfortunately, Whole Foods did not have any fresh, large marrow bones. They had frozen ones, which I did buy for a future thing, but I don't think I'm going to be able to thaw them and roast them soon enough. So I jumped online and saw a recipe for getting marrow out of short ribs in an air fryer. So we're going to get home and try to see how fast we can expedite this dinner. Because this was a last minute idea, I have no idea how long this is going to take me, but we're going to be using the air fryer. I will be using my cast iron skillet and the oven, and I'm going to start prepping. All right, I think they're going to be home in like an hour. I don't think I'll have it all done by then because I have to do some things like I need to prep these sausage things. So the plan is that I saw these like sausage bacon shots where it's like sausage wrapped with bacon and egg and cheese in the middle, because I know Jason will love that, and that's done in the air fryer, so I'm going to try to whip those up. I also need to roast off the short ribs for the marrow in the air fryer as well, so we're going to do the short ribs first. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to split the bone, but to expedite everything, I'm going to do that. Right now I have my air fryer preheating so that I can get all the bacon grease out of it. So, you know, we do so much bacon in there and it renders down, but I want to be able to extract the bone marrow in the air fryer. Therefore, I have the air fryer heating up, which will turn and liquefy the fat of the bacon. I can dump that out, get the bone marrow in there. They say to roast at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. I don't know. I'm just gonna like roast the heck out of them in the air fryer just to try to get every ounce of marrow out of them. And then I'll probably shred up the meat and chop it and make it into something else. Then I'm gonna do cauliflower, and then I got really high-end ribeye steaks that I'm going to sear on my skillet and then finish in the oven. That's my plan. We'll see how it all comes together. Oh, the reason I need bone marrow is because I'm making this Cowboy sauce where it's like bone marrow, butter, some spices, and then you dip your meat in it. So I think he's really gonna like that. These are the things I'm making. The appetizer sausage egg shot, cauliflower roasted in the oven, this special Cowboy marrow dipping sauce, and then I'm doing these really high-end ribeyes with the bone in, and I'm gonna sear them on my skillet and finish them in the oven. I will also write the recipes and link to videos where I found these recipes, his videos down below, so you can go watch him do it, because I'm not going to do as beautiful as a job, but I'm hoping to like expedite this as fast as possible and share it with you guys. Okay, so the bacon fat's rendered out. I'm going to dump it and get those short ribs in. So here are the short ribs, and I specifically, when I was at Whole Foods, asked him for the biggest bones that I could find in the short ribs. I think I'm gonna cut them crosswise and roast them face down. I asked for 4 because I wasn't sure how many I would need, so we're just gonna go with it. I never use these knives. These are Jason's knives. This is really, really heavy. This thing probably weighs 5 pounds. I know you guys are traumatized right now. I'm kind of traumatized too. I feel like I'm in Vikings. Oh, shoot. How am I supposed to cut through this? I should have had them split them for me at Whole Foods. What was I thinking? So now I have the bone marrow exposed here in a very gruesome, graphic way, but this is going to work. And then I'm going to put them down on the air fryer this way. Don't watch me do the rest of them because it's going to be embarrassing. Gosh dang it. What is it? Why can't I go straight on it? Oh my gosh, I'm always off. Okay, the one that I did good you didn't see. Or we're making it through. I forgot to add that we need to preheat the air fryer to 400 degrees, and I'm gonna do it on both sides. So I'm gonna preheat both sides, dual temp, 400 degrees. They're all split sides up, so this is the marrow here. I'm going to salt them all and pepper, throw them into the air fryer. Okay, the air fryer is preheated. See, we've got already like lots of flavor inside of it, like bacon grits, which will be yummy. I'm thinking, because I want it to all drop down into the whatever's left of the bacon, which is very little, I'm gonna do it face down Since I had 4 and I chopped them in half, I have a total of 8 of these pieces. So I'm going to do 4 on one side. That gives a lot of room in it. 4 in this one. You guys, this is an experiment for me. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be good because meat's just good no matter what. Okay, again, we're going to go to 400. I'm going to do the timer for 20 minutes. We're going to make sure it's match cooked. We're going to go. I had hoped to get tomahawk ribeye steaks from Whole Foods, but they were out of them. So I did get bone-in ribeyes, which are good. And they just, when you have the bone-in, it's just so much more flavor. I got 3, and these are huge steaks, so that'll be more than enough. That's a fatty, which is also why I'm going to sear it in the skillet and then finish it in the oven. I'm just going to start drying them and letting them come to room temperature so that they can be better to cook, more even, especially since they are so thick. Back to our steaks, I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm drying them off. If you want a really good sear on meat, you really have to make sure it's dry. If it has humidity on it, it's just going to steam when it first hits rather than searing. Oh my gosh, look at this thickness. It's so thick. Get some kosher salt, pepper, push it in and turn it over. Same thing on this side. These are just going to wait now to be seared and go in the oven for later. This Cowboy sauce bone marrow recipe comes from this Instagram account called Al's Kitchen, so I'll definitely link it. I'm excited to try it. I'm getting the stuff together. So first we're going to start by melting down 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm using that Bulgur European style. It's 82% better fat. I'm sure it'll be delicious. We've got to get that going because right when the bone marrow comes out, we need to scrape it and get it in too.
Oh, I feel so alive as I reach out to the sky.
The timer just went off for the bone marrow, so let's pull it out and look at it. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna break off this meat too for something else.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, cause I found my way.
Okay, so in here is rendered down bone marrow and bacon fat, what was ever left over. So I'm just gonna dump it into the butter because I think it's gonna be good. And then I'm gonna go back through and scrape in the middle of those bones. I don't know how you would scrape any of this bone marrow out of this. They're too small. I just don't think that works. I'm going to take this meat and chop it up. I am sad that I wasn't able to use the real bigger bones and get actual bone marrow out. I'm hoping that it dripped out enough, but it's definitely like too hard, I feel like, in these bones to get it out. Maybe I overcooked it based on that recipe. I don't know. But I'm going to get this meat out and chop it up. But before I do that, I'm going to add in everything else that needs to go in there. So I'm going to add in the lemon juice. I'm going to add in the Dijon, the garlic, the chives and the parsley. We'll just get all the spices for this recipe in there. And again, just check below for the ingredients list.
I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
I'm going to turn off because I don't want my fresh spices to cook anymore and get old looking. So I'm just going to take this off the stove and I will reheat it right before eating. So I pulled the meat off of the bones and I'm just chopping it up into little pieces. This meat prefers to be rendered slow, not fast roasted like it was, because it has a lot of connective tissue and it needs to break down slower. So by really taking it and like chopping it into really fine pieces, like mincing it, it'll make it easier to eat and chew. And there's so much fat and flavor in this. So I want to take some of the pieces and put it back into our Cowboy sauce and let that fat get in there for more flavor. I'm interested to see what this tastes like straight out of the air fryer. It's just salt and pepper. I mean, it's not very tender, but it still has good flavor. I'm just gonna put a few pieces in just to add a little bit more fat to it. Okay, I'm gonna break down some cauliflower and just roast it with some duck fat in the oven Jason probably won't eat this, but the boys and I like an extra thing to go with our meat. I have duck fat spray, which makes using duck fat easy, but you can buy jars of it too that are rendered down. I think the last time I bought duck fat jars was from Williams-Sonoma, but I got lots of places sell them now. That was a long time ago when kind of duck fat became in the US scene. Good or bad idea, but we're just going to go with it. I think I'm going to toss the short rib chopped up meat with the cauliflower and roast them together because it'll give more flavor to the cauliflower and make it more meaty. It'll also help break down the connective tissue in the short rib meat. It'll make it more tender. So this is going to go into a 425 degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll just check on it. Probably push to the 20-minute mark just so that we get it more cooked down. Okay, so I'm gonna make these sausage, bacon, egg, and cheese little shot cups in the air fryer. Again, I saw this on Al's Kitchen on Instagram. They looked amazing. Well, I'm not an egg or a cheese person, so I'm actually not gonna be eating these, but I thought they looked super clever, and I know it's exactly what Jason would like. So again, this is for my husband's birthday carnivore dinner, so we're gonna make these. Okay, so I just took one of our sausages and cut it up into like, I don't know, maybe 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch thickness. These are the ones from Costco. These are the kielbasa beef, organic grass-fed. The bacon's also from Costco. It's pretty thick. You have to make sure, I think, that you choose the bacon that's taller, because when I was going through the bacon package, like one side was really like not tall, and that's not gonna work because you need them to like rise above your sausage. So I went with the thicker side and then I cut it in half. And now we have toothpicks that I'm gonna get bacon meat hands all over. Apparently we're gonna wrap them like this, and that looks like it's gonna work. And then you're gonna take your toothpick, and you're gonna secure it through the bottom of it. Yeah. Okay. So, one is ready. Put it on the plate.
Oh, yeah. Baby, I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby. Cincinnati, baby. Yeah, Cincinnati, baby.
I threw some paprika on top of it too, and now we're gonna put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 425. Got them all assembled. This is what I will say to you. It's important to have tall, thick bacon. These worked out fine. This is what it's supposed to look like a shot glass. But then the other part of the bacon package was so much thinner. We had a lot of bacon. I wish I would have looked at the bacon that I picked before cutting it open, and then I was like, all right. If you do have thinner bacon, it still works. You just need to like cut the sausage a little bit narrower. And so these are gonna go into our air fryer at 400 degrees for 10 minutes.
It's 2 a.m. when we close the bar, but we're in the get-go. Next place, give me someone. I could dance with you beneath the stars. Cause when I want it, then I want it, yeah, I want you.
Now we're gonna beat the eggs together with some cheddar cheese, salt, and pepper, and then at 10 minutes when those finish, we fill each one of those shot glasses with a little bit of this egg cheese mixture, and then put it back in for another 5 minutes at 400 degrees. If I had grated it myself, I would have done it finer, but I skipped that. I didn't see any finer grated sharp cheddar, so that's the reason we have this thicker one. So it might, I think it would have been better if it was finer. Another idea, now that I'm thinking about it, is you could just do the egg mixture and then sprinkle the cheese on top, which could have been easier, but we'll make it work. Okay, so this is what they look like after 10 minutes. And so now the idea is we take our egg cheese mixture, and this seems very, very difficult to me. I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna pull these out on the plate to do this next part because my air fryer has such a deep cavity that it's difficult for me to be able to get like a really good reach in with this egg mixture. These are the shorter ones, so I knew these would be the most problematic. I think the taller ones are going to come out much nicer. These ones are going to be a little pathetic. Look at how much better it goes in when they're like nice and tall and give you that actual area to do it, even with the thicker cheese. Now we put them back in the air fryer. All right, I don't know how much egg is going to be in these. Here we go. So again, we're going to do the temperature at 400. I'm going to do the time now at 5. Match cook. Start. I decided to blend it because with all the chunks of meat and everything, and I didn't have that much marrow, so the whole thing was becoming kind of a weird thing. So anyways, it tastes good, but I blended it to give it more consistency for ourselves. Okay, our cauliflower is done, which is good because we're getting ready to sear the steaks and then we'll throw them in the oven. This looks good. This over here. I have some bacon grease here, so we're just gonna get some in the pan. The pan looks dirty because I tested the meat in it to make sure that they would fit all together. It's a little crowded. We're gonna get it hot, and then I'm gonna lay them down and sear them on each side. And maybe what we'll do to make sure that they get a nice sear is I might sear them one at a time, and then I'm gonna throw it into a 400-degree oven for 8 minutes on each side. And that way, it's fine roasting kind of crowded, but for the sear, I'm gonna get a good crust. Just like that, little egg, bacon, sausage, cheese, shot glasses are ready. Jason, are you excited about these?
Oh, I can't wait.
In his video, he puts like a chipotle sriracha sauce on them or something. But I think if you want to be like really carnivore, then you don't need that. Obviously, we do spices here. I think I was going to put paprika on them. Do you like that?
Sure.
You're a waterfall, I'm a fire. No surprise we don't go together. But it took us a while before we figured it out. What a shame.
I think you should try one, birthday boy, while they're hot. Yeah, they could be like molten bombs.
Yeah, these look like lava.
Oh, be careful of the toothpick.
Too hot.
What about the, you did take the toothpick out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's too hot.
Okay, we'll try again in a minute. And the oven was supposed to be at 400, right?
Yes.
I'm not asking you for closure. I just want it to be over. We don't need to break up if we were never aligned. Is that okay?
I'm just going to take some lemon juice over this and just liven it up a little bit. We'll throw some parsley on top of it too.
I've had enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanted love, but 'cause it's not enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave it time and you really tried, but you're sick and tired, baby, so am I. I've had enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had
I'm actually going to sear the next two at the same time to help expedite it.
Only a time machine could save us now.
Okay, go for it. Let's see. What do you think now?
Hey,
They've cooled down some?
I think so. I took the toothpick out.
Good. I mean, good. I mean, I know I didn't get very much egg or cheese in it, but is it okay?
No, it's really good.
Turner, would you like to try one of these? Turner is our carnivore kid. He really loves the idea of making himself strong and not eating sugar. Very impressed. What do you think? Yeah?
Actually, the smaller ones are easier to eat because they fit in your mouth better.
Okay,
They're
good.
hard.
But don't eat all of them because I need a photo of all of it together. Okay, they've all been seared on both sides. Now they're going to go into the 400-degree oven for apparently 8 minutes on each side. I hope that doesn't overcook them, so I don't know. We'll see. But you can see why I seared them separately because now they're really crowded. Okay, so 8 minutes are done on one side, so now I need to flip them over and do it for another 8 minutes.
I've had enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanted love, but food is not enough.
You got up meat thermometer.
Yeah, where's your meat thermometer so we can check it?
Okay.
So I think we're going for about 140. Let's see.
Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave it time and you really tried, but you're sick and tired, baby. So am I. I've had enough, yeah, I've had enough.
It's gonna be medium rare to medium.
And it's going to sit for a minute.
Okay.
I don't think I want to cook it for any longer. I think it's going to get too well done.
Okay.
With that extra egg and cheese mixture, I just decided to make a little, like a, I don't know, egg omelet thing because I know how much Jason likes eggs and cheese. Just finally heating up our Cowboy sauce again. I don't know how this turned out. It definitely did not come together the way that Alf did it in his kitchen, but I'm going to do it better. I'm going to get better marrow, and it's going to be much better next time.
Say you've had enough. I've had enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, yeah. I've had enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had enough. Yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanna love.
I can.
You can?
I can flip it with the pan.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay, you do it. See, that's because I don't make eggs all the time. What? Oh!
Ready?
Yeah?
That is heavy.
It's a thick one. It's a big boy. Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Oh!
man. Maybe I can. Okay,
You gotta
well,
throw it forward. Ah! Well done. Just needs a second on the other side and then we can just take it off. All right, you guys ready to sit down and sing happy birthday and eat our carnivore birthday dinner? Yes. Jason, how old are you?
29.
29.
Food is not enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave it time and you really tried, but you're sick and tired, baby. So am I.
Oh, that looks perfect. I did a perfect job, right?
Perfect.
I mean, I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys happy with that?
Yeah, me.
Okay, and then I made this, they call it Cowboy Marrow sauce. Now, there's not much marrow in it, but there's like butter and some spices and mustard and a little bit of marrow. Oh, there's also short rib in it. So I think it should be really good. Like even with the cauliflower, I think you guys will like dipping it in it.
I was gonna say it to the boys here. I told the boys we're gonna add that barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's new barbecue sauce. I made it.
I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life.
Who's gonna say the prayer?
About Turner.
Turner? All right, great, buddy. Let's do it. Okay, so are you happy with what I did?
I am.
Do you think I did a good job?
I'll know as soon as I can finally eat.
How are the rest of you guys feeling about it?
Really good. So good.
Good? Yeah. So because I don't eat eggs or cheese, I have the cauliflower with the short rib, the wannabe cowboy sauce Marrow thing, and then a nice piece of steak.
Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like you're fake.
Emmett just ran upstairs to get Jason's gift, so he's going to bring it down. I didn't wrap it, but, you know, I think Jason's had enough gifts wrapped in his life. He'll be okay about this one. Emmett, are you coming? So you're going to close your eyes as he's bringing it down the stairs?
Close my eyes.
Don't you want to be surprised when it's right in front of you, or do you just want the shock value on the stairs?
Well, I don't know. It depends what it is.
Well,
If it's my customary birthday tie, I'll close my eyes for the
I don't
surprise.
get you a tie for your birthday.
No, sometimes it's socks.
Well, sometimes you need those things.
It's true.
Miles, are you so happy with this?
Oh, so yes.
Yes, so good. The boys are very happy. They told me this is a man's dinner. Emmett, where are you? Okay, are you okay? Dad's eyes are closed. Ooh. Keep your eyes closed.
Or should I sit down?
I don't know. Just bring it here. Okay, Jason, turn. Look.
No, what? It's the best birthday gift ever.
It's a toy, a boy toy.
No, is it charged?
Yeah, that's why he had it upstairs. He was charging it for
Plug
you.
it in, buddy. Where's my controller?
Okay, so are you excited about it? And I got you. Wait, Emmett, what's the one we got? Because they gave us two options, and we did the.
Oh, the brushless and the brush. We got the brush.
Brushless.
Yeah, we did brushless.
Hand me the controller.
So happy birthday!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's gonna be fun.
Thanks for joining me for this like fun, impromptu carnivore birthday party deal. I got the idea for it when I was driving home and we were stopping at Whole Foods, and I was like, oh, let's do this. And so it was kind of like completely off the cuff, doing things that I hadn't done before. Some of it worked, some of it I need to improve, but I hope it gave you guys some ideas on how to do a birthday party for someone who's on carnivore or just eat this way, I guess. And see you guys on the next video.
Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life.